grammar books you should
If
read
English is
to
not your
improve
first
your
language and you
Gusto mo
want
mag-ask
English, here are hints on
Three things you should
Were these videos really effective?
Good day, everyone. We are here to present our research entitled Perceived Effectiveness of TikTok in Enhancing English-Speaking Abilities of the Students. I am Francesca Isabel Nebreja.
I am John Michael P. Navaki.
I am then Kristen Lire Huso.
I am Mark Noel L. Lorenzo.
I am Sarah Mariam Dasila. I am Arthur May Basinan.
I am Martin M. Maludas.
I am Angeline J. Alberto.
Since the pandemic started, schools began to close and social media platforms such as TikTok have become an important tool for students, teachers, and content creators when it comes to education.
It became a significant educational tool during the COVID-19 pandemic. It helped mitigate the challenges of distance learning, particularly in enhancing English-speaking skills, thanks to the effort of certain content creators.
Recent research reveals that TikTok significantly enhances English language development among students, with studies in Indonesia and the Philippines demonstrating improvements in speaking, vocabulary, and overall performance through targeted content and interactive activities.
We, the researchers of this study, consume a lot of time watching TikTok videos, and we have observed that there are a lot of influencers that use the platform to share knowledge when it comes to English-speaking abilities. It has been proven by international researchers that the TikTok has a significant effect on students' English-speaking abilities. However, there aren't many studies on this topic in the Philippines.
As stated by Metro News Central 2022, 63% of Filipinos use social media more than once a day. The Philippines is also noted for having the highest photo and the web video upload and viewing rates in the world. When it comes to blog, readers, and video creators, they are all also among the competitors.
According to Maslan et al. 2021, there was an evident rise in student involvement during lesson with the TikTok application. Because of TikTok's popularity, a lot of individuals can enjoy using this platform to learn and to get information. As per Duhita et al. 2023, TikTok has the potential for helping youth and enhancing their confidence.
This study leans on Himes' communication theory, where a specific setting might be effective for students to improve their English language proficiency, while the constructive theory suggests that the interaction has significance in the learning of the students.
The respondents will answer the demographic profile according to their strength, sex, and age, the frequency of use, the perceived effect of the TikTok application on the English-speaking proficiency of the students according to their fluency, pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. Lastly, is there a significant difference in the perceived effectiveness of TikTok in terms of their demographic profile?
The researchers will use a quantitative approach, including guided response and paper-pencil survey to gather data. They will create a questionnaire and will pilot test it using survey on 30 students, and then they will create a formal letter to obtain permission from the principal to do the data gathering, and then they will pass a formal letter to the teachers of each section. Volunteer students will be asked to be the researchers' respondents and to answer the questionnaire. Remember that the students and teachers can freely decline the request of the researchers. The researchers will demonstrate the questionnaire before it deployed to the students for them to answer. After answering, they will express their gratitude by thanking them and giving them some candies. Then, the data that the researchers gathered will be encoded only in one computer to avoid plagiarism, and will do a data cleaning, and anonymity of the students will be maintained. The researchers will never share any data that they gathered from the respondents.
Researchers analyzed survey responses by adding tables indicating respondents' agreement percentages, highlighting the study's significance for societal progress and English-speaking ability.
The data presented in Table 1 shows the reliability indices of questionnaire assessed using Cronbach Alpha. The value closer to 1.0 suggests higher internal consistency. indicating that the items in the questionnaire are reliably measuring the same underlying construct. In this case, the value ranging from 739 to 882 suggests good to excellent reliability, demonstrating that the questionnaire is consistent and dependable on measuring the variables of interest.
The results of data collection in grade 11 students of Sprague and Heights shows that in Table 2, there were 68 respondents from STEM, 128 from news, and 204 from TBL, that is equal to 400 respondents. And Table 3 provides an overview of the age distribution, where it indicates that the majority of the 400 respondents are between the ages of 16 and 17. And in Table 4, indicate that the highest usage of TikTok falls within the 1 to 3 hours range across all strands.
On the fluency that's shown at Table 5, it depicts that there is only moderate effect on students when it comes on their speaking English without hesitation. But it also shown that TikTok has a slight effect on stuttering continuous speech and fluency, communicating in English language of the students are using the application. Table 6 shows that the watching videos on TikTok application can moderately affect English speaking proficiency of students, especially in the aspect of proficiency students from TikTok as learning tool that can help them. The data presented in Table 7 focuses on perceived effect of TikTok application on the English-speaking proficiency of grade 11 student at San Pedro Relocation Center National High School main campus. Specifically in terms of vocabulary, the table indicates that TikTok has a moderate effect on students' vocabulary. This suggests that students at the school can moderately understand deep English words, use variety of English vocabulary, effective utilized words, and have moderately understanding of words commonly used by English language speakers. These findings align with the research Maslan et al. 2021, which also highlighted the positive impact of TikTok on students' engagement, particularly in enhancing vocabulary skills.
Table 8 implies that watching TikTok video has an impact on student grammatical skills. The result expresses that TikTok has moderate effect when it comes to students' grammar proficiency. It says that grade 11 students can make use of the learning they find on TikTok in their grammar.
Using the Mann-Whitney test, the results in Table 9 depicts that female respondents perceive the effectiveness of TikTok on the English-speaking abilities of the students much better compared with their male counterparts in terms of pronunciation and vocabulary.
Table 10 shows that Kruskal Wallis age test result where it says that new students have a significant difference in perceived effectiveness of TikTok on English-speaking abilities of the student compared with the TVL student in terms of vocabulary and grammar.
Lastly, Table 11 emphasized that regardless of the age of the students, respondents have the same perception of the perceived effectiveness of TikTok on the English-speaking abilities of the students.
The outcome of this study is that TikTok has significant effects on improving students' English-speaking abilities, particularly in fluency, vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. Researchers found the moderate effects on the improvement of students' English pronunciation when they utilize TikTok as a learning aid. In terms of the vocabulary and grammar skills of the students, the results show that there is also an effect for students who use TikTok.
The study investigates the impact of TikTok on students' English-speaking skills. Results indicate that TikTok has a moderate effect on enhancing these skills, with variations based on demographic factors. For instance, female students found it particularly helpful for improving pronunciation and vocabulary, while young students found it beneficial for vocabulary and grammar. The effectiveness of TikTok was perceived similarly across all age groups. Despite the moderate effect and the limited use of TikTok, 1 to 3 hours is still assisted student in improving grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. However, it had a minor impact on fluency. The student suggests that TikTok can be used as a tool to improve English speaking skills including fluency, pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar, thanks to its effectiveness for some students.
After revealing the effectiveness of TikTok in this study, educators may also interpret the application in their teaching, but they must guide the students in using the application through workshops and lessons for much effective learning. Educators may also include the involvement of evaluating the students' overall English proficiency to assess more the effectiveness of TikTok to themselves.